morning, children. Today I will be taking English poetry for a change for class 10 students. So in your book First Flight, after the story we have this poem. The title of the poem is Dust of Snow. So title means a name of anything. You will have in your class 10 for 5 or 10 marks you have to write the summary of the poem. This poem is a very important poem. Who is the poet? Poet is a person who writes the poem. Author is the person who writes a story or a novel or things like that. So the poet of the poem is Robert Frost. I don't know, you might have learned in class 9 also. Yeah, you have learned about Robert, a very good English poet. He speaks less and then conveys more meaning. Anyway, in poetry we don't follow the literary rules. Like, see, we don't follow the capital rules or the full stop rules or things like that. Part of the sentences will be there, but it conveys a lot of meaning. For that, different styles are used, not like prose or literature, where they will give a sentence and then using commas or parentheses, full stops, quotations and all those things, we convey the meaning. Whereas in poems, we have a lot of different things and they are called as figure of speech. What do you call that? Figure of speech. Figure of speech, or we call it as poetic devices. You might have heard about it in class 9 and all. Figure of speech or poetic devices, or we call it as the literary devices. When you are asked to write a summary of the poem, you have to write the title. It will be given in the question itself. Write a summary of the poem Dust of Snow, written by or by Robert Frost. So that is the first important line. So from the question, when you copy that one, you get 1 mark for the summary of the poem Dust of Snow, written by Robert Frost. All you have to do is explain in 2 or 3 lines what is that poem about. The meaning will be very simple, and then in the next paragraph you have to explain the figure of speech. In this poem there are around 3 or 4 figures of speech. I will be explaining to you detailedly about that one now, and in every poem it will be different, and again I want you to explain, understand how to find out the rhyming scheme of a poem and the rhyming words, the difference. So listen carefully, here we go. So first of all, I just give you the rough explanation of the poem, and then we will go to the figures of speech. The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. So that is the first stanza. In literary work we call it as a paragraph. In poems we call it as a stanza. The second stanza has given my heart a change of mood and saved some part of a day I had ruled. So what is this one? The way a crow shook down on me. See, which bird has been used? When you are saying something, when you are talking something about beautiful things, we talk about a peacock, because you know it's a very beautiful bird. Here the poet has used a crow. You know, in our country, in India, what does crow signify? Crow signifies death. Whenever somebody dies, we call the crows and then offer it food. We clap our hands. You might have noticed it. Nowadays, no trees and we don't find crows here. So crow signifies sorrow. And what happened? The way a crow shook down on me. What is it shook? When bird flies and comes and sits on the branch, what does it do? Immediately it will spread its wings so that the water or the snow, whatever it is on the wing, will go away so that it can fly well. So when a bird does like that on you, what will happen? We will get angry immediately. Here, what does the poet say? The way a crow shook down on me the dust of snow. When the crow came and sat, we will imagine the poet was sitting on a bench outside in a park and under a tree. Might be suddenly a crow would have come, and when it shook its feathers, wings, the dust of snow from a hemlock tree. So where was it? Where was he sitting? Under a hemlock tree. Hemlock tree is a poisonous tree. It has got white flowers. It is very poisonous. So here, what does it show here? Actually, he is not talking about a hemlock tree. Poison means what? His mood was not very good. That means the poet was not in a good frame of mind. He was unhappy. When he was sitting like that, what happened? Suddenly a crow came, sat on the hemlock tree, shook its feathers, and the dust of snow fell on the poet. You or me, what will you do? Immediately we will get angry with the crow. But here what happened to the poet? Has given my heart a change of mood. So what is that one? When it came that one, till that time he was very melancholic. Melancholic means very sorrowful, very sad. That time only this crow came and then shook it. Has given my heart a change of mood. Now his mood changed. He was very sorrowful earlier. Now his mood became lighter. He became slightly happy and saved some part of a day I had rue. What is the meaning of rue? Worried, regret. What do you mean by regret? Oh, why was I born? Today was Sunday, I don't have any friends. What do I do? Like that he was regretting, he was worrying. Now what happened? Till now he worried and saved, because of the crow, saved some part of a day I had rue. So, when you read a poem, you can take it in different ways. Depending upon our mood, we will understand. For example, here, what does it mean? When a crow comes and does like that, we will get angry. Here, what happened? He was all covered up. And he is thinking, see, in this snow also, poor bird, the crow is coming and sitting on the tree. On which tree? Hemlock tree. It will not get any food from that one. If it takes any flower or seed from the hemlock tree, the crow will die. So it doesn't get, it might have got tired. It is sitting on that one. At least the poet has a place to sit, a house to go. When he remembered that one, he thought, I think, why should I despair? Why should I worry? So because of that small shaking of the feathers of the crow, the mood changed and saved some part of a day. What did the poet decide? Now I will not sit here and worry. I will not sit here and cry. The rest of the day I will utilize it positively. So here, the change of a mood. What the poet wants to say is, the small things in life make you happy, but we don't bother at all. Why it happens, what it happens, we take it for granted. Like for example, in 2000 they were saying in 2020, what will happen? The cars will fly in India. But in reality, what happened? In 2020, even the aeroplanes are not flying. So, like that, the smaller changes, smaller things in our life. When your mom gives you a cup of tea, we don't ask ourselves, where did he get the tea leaf from? Where did she get the sugar from? So, she would have bought it from the shop, from a neighbor. For that, your father would have given the money. So, we are not bothered about the small things. We always look up. When you see a neighbor going in a Benz car, we also want to buy that one. So we are not bothering about our parents or relatives. So here what the poet tries to convey is that we should be happy at all the time. We should think of other animals. Now also this coronavirus is affecting the whole world. It is because we have been cruel towards plants, towards animals, towards all the other things on earth, starting from metals to minerals and everything. And now the whole mankind is suffering. So it is at this period of time, it is a very relevant poem because Robert Frost tells that small things make you happy. You should be always attentive to the smaller things. Like we have 2 legs. We should feel pity on a person who has only 1 leg, who is a lame man. But we don't do that one. We always look at others' negative points. Now let's come to the part of speech. So here what is this about? Crow signifies sorrow. And what is this? Snow. Snow, white color. And it signifies purity, calmness. So when the snow fell on the poet, what happens? His despair, his mood changed to a positive mood, to a lighter mood. And here heart. What do you mean by heart? Heart doesn't mean that his heart only has given a change of heart. So here it means the whole body. His whole body became positive. And a change of mood. From a sorrowful mood, the poet changed into a joyful mood. And what did he decide? Till now I had worried and wasted my day. Now I will go and do something positive. And it goes for you also, children. Don't waste the time by playing cricket or roaming outside. At least 1 hour, take the book and read and then study. Now we will go to the poetic devices. So in this poem, there are 4 poetic devices. You can take your book and then read the poem. I will just explain some of the poetic devices here. Metaphor. Then you have assonance. So these are the this one, synecdoche. Synecdoche is the one you will be learning in class 11 or 12. I am just writing. But these four you should be knowing: metaphor, assonance, alliteration, and simile. In this poem, we don't have simile. So just to make you understand in short form, we will start with simile. Simile is comparison. Metaphor is also comparison. But what's the difference between these two? In simile, we use direct comparison. We use the words like or as. When you compare, Abhinav has a smile like the sunshine. So what do you understand from here? We are comparing two things, the smile of Abhinav with the sunshine, and we have directly compared it using word like. When you find like or as, you understand that is a simile. When you don't use like or as, the same sentence, we will rephrase it: Abhinav has a sunshine smile. Now see here, the same thing only we have compared. What does it show there? Sunshine smile means what? Sunshine, bright, warm. So Abhinav has a smile that is warm like the sun, that is bright like the sun. So here we have not used the words like or as, and then what happens? That is called as metaphor. Like what metaphor do you find in your poem? So what they say, when you compare something with like and as, like Abhinav has a smile like the sunshine, direct comparison. Abhinav has a sunshine smile. Here, the sunshine conveys to you the meaning, and here, this is called as a metaphor, and when like is used, it is called as a simile. In this poem, Dust of Snow, you don't have simile. So once you understand it, you can write the summary yourself. That is why I am explaining to you the finer parts. The English teachers usually they will give you the summary, and I will not give you the summary. When you get time, you write it yourself. Let it be wrong. What you understand or what you heard from what I said. When you read it 3 or 4 times, you will get different meaning. When you compare directly with the help of like or as, it is called simile. When you don't compare usage with the usage of like or as, it is called as metaphor. Here in this poem, we don't have any simile. You might have read the poem, you don't see any word like or as. And what is the metaphor you find here? Dust of snow. The title itself is a metaphor. What is snow? Snow is that white flake-like part which comes when it is very cold, and dust is different. Dust is the smaller particles. When you clean a room, sweep a room or something, you find it like this. So here, how does it compare? The snow was like dust, small flakes, little only, and that is a metaphor where we are comparing it. Now assonance also we have it here. Assonance means what? Assonance and alliteration is like this one is rhyming words with more stress on the vowels. I have been repeating it many times. What are the vowels? A, E, I, O, U. Sometimes in poems, usually to give more kick, to bring more rhyming meaning to that one, we use words like Slim Jim. See, the vowel I is given. To match with the slim, we are writing the word Jim. Jim is actually a name. But here slim means what? Thin. To make it more rhyming, we write Slim Jim. Sometimes we write hanky panky. So, which is the vowel used here? Hanky panky. A vowel. We give more stress on that one. Actually, hanky means handkerchief. And hanky panky means what? When you take a handkerchief, what do? We clean our face and then just fold it somehow and stuff it there. So, hanky panky means not in order, disorder. Hunky dory. Hunky dory. These are all used to give more stress, more rhyming. And hunky dory, you have seen U and O only here. They are the vowels. When vowel sound is given, to form rhyming words, we call it as assonance. Here, what is the assonance? And the assonance will come in different lines also. You can see in the second line and the fourth line. Shook down on me. Shook down on me. And then in the next line, what is it given? The dust of snow from a hemlock tree. So in the second line we have me, and in the fourth line we have tree. The vowel is E, so that we get the vowel sound E, me, tree. So they are called as assonance. And the alliteration is different. Alliteration means there are two words that come in a same line starting with a consonant. For example, what is the alliteration in your book here? The story has given my heart. Has given. See, just remember, assonance can be in several lines, whereas alliteration will come in the same lines. You see, which is the alliteration here? Has and heart. Has starts with H. H is a consonant. Here, the same letter comes in the same line. So, as an example of alliteration, we give this one. Any other here? And saved some part. And saved some part. Alliteration is very easy to find out. Even small children can do it. See here, S is a consonant. It comes in the same line. And saved some part. Two or more words which starts with the same consonant in one line, we call it as alliteration. These are all called as poetic devices. And the last one, this again I will be teaching you another day, but still you remember, you will be learning in higher classes only. It is pronounced, don't pronounce it as synecdoche, it is pronounced as synecdoche. And synecdoche means what? It is a part. It explains a part of a whole or whole of a part. If I say like that, you will not understand. So I will just give you an example. In your level, you will have to learn there is another word for it. It is called metonymy. Don't pronounce it as metonymy. We pronounce it as metonymy. M-I sound. Metonymy is similar to this one, synecdoche. What is metonymy? Saying something. For example, nowadays we use credit card, debit cards. So, earlier we used to use cash. Before that we had coins. Now, we have cash, and sometimes we say plastic money. What does it mean, plastic money? Do you have money made out of plastic? So, the credit cards or the debit cards are made of plastic, and that's why plastic money means that the money that you take from the ATM or from your mobile, Google Pay and all those things. So, this explains about the money. So here, this is called as metonymy or synecdoche. Is it clear? And in your poem, what is that one? In your poem, you have this heart. Heart is, you all know heart, eye, ear. When you say it is a part of a body. Here, heart means what? All the changes take place in our heart. When you love somebody, when you hate somebody, when you like somebody, when you dislike something, everything takes place in the heart. Here, what does it mean? Though they are mentioning about the heart, it is about a whole body, and that is the metonymy that we are talking about here. And for this synecdoche or metonymy, I will give you another example like, see, sickle. When you say sickle, you understand what is that one? A tool used by a farmer when he is harvesting wheat or rice. He uses that one to cut that one. You all know that one, I think. You have seen that one. The sickle will be like this. It looks like a rupee now. So with this part, they will be cutting the harvest. So here, sickle means what? Who uses a sickle? So a farmer uses a sickle. Using that one tool, we are signifying the whole group of farmers. So that is called as metonymy. Like for example, crown. The crown has all the difficulties. That means what? Who wears a crown? The king wears a crown, or the person who is at the top. So what does it show? We all think, he is a Raja, he is a president, so he has no problem. But he has more problems. So when you say crown, what do you mean? All the leaders, all the top people, and that is called as synecdoche. And it is otherwise known as metonymy. And when I get time, I will give you the notes for this one, the summary. But I want you to read the poem 2 or 3 times and write your own summary so that you will understand. So again, once more I will repeat that one. What are the words? Some of the, what do you call, words that signify crow. You all know what a crow is, but here crow means sorrow. Usually crow is used to signify death also. Snow. Snow is used to signify calmness, purity of mind. Hemlock tree. Hemlock tree is a poisonous tree. So here it is showing despair, sorrow, and a change of mood, difference in mood. And I had rude. Rude means worried or regretted. Read the poem, and then when I get time I will give you the notes about the poetic devices or the literary devices. But the summary you have to learn to write yourself. And one more I wanted to teach. In the next class I will be teaching about the rhyming words as well as the rhyme scheme. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.